This movie tells a story about Jessie, who gets dumped right before the holidays by her boyfriend Shawn, but his parents convince her to still spend Christmas with them while Shawn is away. First of all, the plot of this movie is basically your typical Hallmark Channel's drama. This holiday rom-com attempts to merge that kind of plot with something different by sprinkling some spice into the sugar-coated mixture like ribald humor, F-bombs, and some dick jokes. Unfortunately, it fails to strike a successful balance as it oddly lacks fizzle and only amounts to a lot of naughty talk without really funny moments. This movie is a soft and squishy Christmas rom-com that tries ever so hard to be edgy when it's obviously not. It frustratingly wants to have it both ways, but its earnest commitment to its plot mechanics constantly butting heads with all the shenanigans and overt double entendre. To make it worse, the movie is not that funny, as the script tries too hard to generate laughter with awkward sexual humor that falls flat more often than not. The script suffers from cringe-inducing dialogue and clunkiness with no surprises, wit, and laughs. It's obvious that everyone involved wanted to skewer this particular genre as a whole and craft a scathing parody, but the end result is too inconsistent and the execution is half-hearted. Everything here needed to be cranked to 11, from plotting to characterization to performance to work. However, that's not the case here. There's very little of anything that holds the film together. The setup in which Jessie has to spend time Christmas with Shawn's family feels forced, especially since Shawn's mother knows that they have broken up. Once she arrives in small-town Idaho, the film becomes a contrived mess with annoying characters who are more caricatures than fully fleshed human beings. It's also really predictable that Jessie eventually falls in love with visiting cousin, with the sudden reappearance of Shawn throwing a wrench in fate's plans. From the moment that Jessie meets the charming nephew, the ending can be seen from a mile away, so it's a long slog to get to that point. They don't even bother to develop the relationship between Jessie and Shawn before he dumps her out of the blue. The ensemble cast cannot save this movie. Brittany Snow and Justin Long have very little chemistry together, which is more because of the lazy and shallow screenplay. The usual nothingness in this genre is on display here as well. The movie presents a profoundly flat visual aesthetic while also being garishly overlit, to the point that this attractive cast has never looked worse. Overall, it's not really worth your time to watch this. We do not recommend this movie at all.